मैं सीपीआई के नेशनल सेक्रेटरी पल्लव सेन गुप्ता जिसे आग्रह करूंगा कि वे मंच पर आए। मोहम्मद सलीम जो सीपीआईएम के पॉलिट ब्यूरो मेंबर हैं, उनसे आग्रह है कि वे मंच पर अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें। हमारे पार्टी के फाउंडर्स में से एक और पार्टी के सीनियर पॉलिट ब्यूरो मेंबर कॉमरेड स्वदेश भट्टाचार्य से निवेदन है कि वे मंच पर आए, जगह लें। हैं मार्क्सिस्ट कोऑर्डिनेशन कमेटी और विधायक रहे हैं, तो मैं उनसे आग्रह करूंगा कि वे मंच पर जगह लें। अरूप जी, कॉमरेड मनोज भट्टाचार्य जो आरएसपी के जनरल सेक्रेटरी हैं, उनसे आग्रह है कि वे मंच पर जगह लें। कॉमरेड डी देवराजन जो ऑल इंडिया फॉरवर्ड ब्लॉक के जनरल सेक्रेटरी हैं, उनसे आग्रह है कि वे आए, जगह लें। कॉमरेड भीमराव बंसो जो लाल निशान पार्टी के जनरल सेक्रेटरी हैं, उनसे निवेदन है कि वे डायस पर आए, जगह लें। कॉमरेड मंगत राम पासला, उनसे निवेदन है कि वे आकर के अपना जगह लें। कॉमरेड मीना तिवारी से आग्रह है कि वे जगह दें। भारती एस कुमार जो स्वागत समिति की एक सदस्य हैं, इतिहास विभाग के पटना विश्वविद्यालय की वो एक हेड रही हैं, देश की चर्चित इतिहासकार हैं। उनसे आग्रह है कि प्रोफेसर भारती एस कुमार अपनी जगह लें। और गालिब साहब जिनकी इस महाधिवेशन की तैयारी में बड़ी भूमिका है, वे स्वागत समिति के सदस्य भी हैं, उनसे आग्रह है कि वे जगह लें। इसके साथ साथ मैं जो भाकपा माले की केंद्रीय कमेटी की तमाम महिला सदस्य हैं, कॉमरेड शशि यादव, कॉमरेड सरोज चौबे, कॉमरेड कृष्णा अधिकारी, कॉमरेड सुधा चौधरी, सुचेता डे, प्रतिमा इंगिपी, नागमणि, गीता मंडल, सभी से आग्रह है कि वे मंच पर आकर के जगह लें। और साथ ही पार्टी के जो पॉलिट ब्यूरो मेंबर्स हैं, कॉमरेड कार्तिक पाल, कॉमरेड वी शंकर, रुबुल शर्मा, पार्थो घोष, जनार्दन प्रसाद, मनोज भट्ट, विनोद सिंह, कॉमरेड कुणाल, कॉमरेड अमर, मैं खुद हुआ, डीके झा, वीरेंद्र कुमार झा, रामजी राय, पीके चौधरी, कॉमरेड अरिंदम सेन, आप सबसे भी आग्रह है कि आप मंच पर जगह लें। इसके साथ साथ हम आग्रह करेंगे बंगाल के सेक्रेटरी कॉमरेड अभिजीत मजूमदार, उत्तर प्रदेश के सेक्रेटरी कॉमरेड सुधाकर यादव, पंजाब के सेक्रेटरी कॉमरेड गुरमीत भक्तपुरा, आंध्र प्रदेश के सेक्रेटरी कॉमरेड एन मूर्ति, कर्नाटक के सेक्रेटरी कॉमरेड क्लिफ्टन, असम के सेक्रेटरी कॉमरेड विवेक दास, तमिलनाडु के सेक्रेटरी कॉमरेड दशई थम्बी, उड़ीसा के सेक्रेटरी कॉमरेड युधिष्ठिर महापात्रा और दिल्ली के सेक्रेटरी कॉमरेड रवि राय। आप सब भी मंच पर अपना स्थान ग्रहण करें। धन्यवाद।
नीचे लाल ज्यादा आ रहा है ना, बीच को छोड़ के आप ये लोग और तेज नीचे लोग।
मैं इस उद्घाटन सत्र की अध्यक्षता के लिए पार्टी के पॉलिट ब्यूरो सदस्य, हमारे वरिष्ठ नेता कॉमरेड स्वदेश भट्टाचार्य का नाम आपके सामने प्रस्तुत करता हूँ। और मीना जी इस सत्र का संचालन करेंगी।
उससे ज्यादा नाम हो चाहिए और कोई उसको बाहर करेंगे।
Comrade Meena Tiwari and Comrade V. Shankar will conduct this inaugural session of the party congress.
महाधिवेशन की शुरुआत में हम उन तमाम लोगों को याद करेंगे जो पिछले महाधिवेशन के बाद अभी तक, मानसा महाधिवेशन के बाद अभी तक पिछले 5 वर्षों में हमसे बिछुड़ गए हैं। हमारे बहुत सारे साथी, हमारे प्रिय साथी, उनको हमने खोया है। इस देश में प्रगतिशील और लोकतांत्रिक आंदोलन की बहुत बड़े बड़े चेहरों को हमने खोया है। हमने अनाम ऐसे लोगों को खोया है के शोषणकारी व्यवस्था की आपदा के शिकार बने हैं। इस दौर में हम शुरुआत करने से पहले अपने महाधिवेशन की सबसे पहले इनको याद करेंगे, इनको अपनी श्रद्धांजलि देंगे। तो अपने साथियों को, शहीदों को याद करने के लिए जो हमारा शोक प्रस्ताव है वो पढ़ने के लिए मैं सबसे पहले कॉमरेड अभिजीत मजूमदार को आमंत्रित करती हूँ कि वो आए और शोक प्रस्ताव आपके बीच प्रस्तुत करें।
I now place before the House the condolence resolution of our 11th Party Congress.
16 February 2023, D.P. Bakshi, B.B. Pandey, N.P. Natraj and Dyers, Ram Naresh Ram Hall, Vinod Mistry Nagar, Patna, Bihar. On the occasion of the 11th Congress of the CPIML, we pay our respects and tributes to all those comrades and progressive personalities who have left us since our 10th Congress held at Mansa, Punjab in March 2018. The hundreds of comrades we lost during this period include 3 members of the Central Committee elected by the 10th Congress. Our beloved leader, Comrade Pranabda Thurjati Prasad Bakshi, passed away soon after the Mansa Congress. His Naxalbari-inspired journey began during his student days at Durgapur Regional Engineering College and continued tirelessly till his last breath. After the serious setback in the early 1970s, he played a key role in rebuilding the CPIML and expanding the party's work in several states from Assam, Jharkhand, and Odisha to Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. In August 2021, we lost Comrade Brij Bihari Pandey, a close childhood friend of Comrade Vinod Mistry. The two of them had studied together from their Kanpur school days to Durgapur Regional Engineering College. Following the party's reorganization in the mid-1970s, Comrade Brij Bihari Pandey contributed greatly to the development of the party's publication wing, starting from Lal Jhanda and Liberation to Samkalin Lok Youth and Samkalin. At the time of his demise, he was chairperson of the party's Central Control Commission. As we were getting ready for the 11th Congress, we got a shocking blow when Comrade N, who had just been re-elected as Tamil Nadu State Secretary after a successful committee meeting. The 11th Congress pays revolutionary tribute to these departed leaders and resolves to uphold their revolutionary tradition of unwavering commitment and tireless hard work with renewed energy. In January 2022, former Central Committee member from Odisha and Vice President of All India Agriculture and Rural Labour Organization Association, Comrade Krish Biswal, breathed his last, leaving behind a rich communist legacy of more than 6 decades of dedicated work to secure land reforms and improve the conditions of farmers and fisher people in coastal Odisha. Earlier in June 2021, we lost Comrade Ramjatan Sharma, former member of the Politburo and ex-chairperson of Central Control Commission, former Bihar State Secretary, long-time of Samkalin Lok, in charge of Party Education Department and popular Marxist teacher. His unparalleled role in inspiring students and youth with revolutionary ideology and preparing political activists can never be forgotten. In early 2022, we had to bid goodbye to Comrade Pawan Sharma, another former secretary of Bihar State Committee and member of Party Politburo and Central Committee and Vice President of All India Agriculture and Rural Labour Association. Veteran leader and former member of Central Control Commission, Comrade Shubdev Prasad, whose original name was Rathindranath Chakravarti, died of cancer in January 2020 in Ranchi. He is fondly remembered by all comrades he came in contact with, whether as an organizer who maintained live links to comrades in Patna in the underground, traversing across the city, a comrade who built the party organization among railway employees and as in charge of the Ranchi office, who cared for every visitor even as he was battling cancer himself. Comrade Subodh Kumar Sinha, who had quit his job to become a full party organizer in the early 1970s, first among steel, coal and power workers in Bokaro and then in Bhilai, spent the last 2 decades of his life in the central party headquarters in Delhi, where he passed away at the age of 81 on 19. Comrade Arvind Kumar Singh, long-standing pillar of Hindi publications Samkalin Janmat and Lok Youth, and also a member of the Central Control Commission elected by the 10th Congress, succumbed to the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. Even as delegates from Kerala were getting ready to leave for Patna to attend the 11th Congress, we got the shocking news of the passing of Comrade John K. Erumeli, in charge of the Kerala State's leading team of the party, a postal employee who left his job to opt for full-time revolutionary life. Comrade John K. wrote many pamphlets in Malayalam and fought relentlessly against obscurantism to spread progressive rationalist ideology among the people. We also lost Comrade Srinath Master of Lakhimpur Kheri on 12 February, a delegate for this party congress. He died after a brief illness. The 11th Congress salutes the ever-inspiring legacy of these departed stalwarts of the party and pledges to carry forward their unfinished mission. In this period, we have also had to bid farewell to many leaders of the broader left movement. The 11th Congress of CPIML pays respectful tribute to Comrade A.K. Roy, the great master behind the Jharkhand movement and the movement for coal nationalization, who blazed a new trail of working class assertion and worker present in unity in the Dhanbad, Bokaro, Ramgarh, Hazaribagh region, integrating the working class movement with the movement for social justice and assertion of oppressed and marginalized identities, and left an inspiring role model for communist parliamentarians with his exemplary life that epitomized simple living and close ties with the masses, and calls upon all communists and working class activists to uphold his revolutionary legacy in the battle against fascist offensive and corporate plunder. The 11th Congress salutes Comrade Gurudas Dasgupta, noted CPI MP and trade union leader, Comrade Somnath Chatterjee, long-standing CPIM MP and noted lawyer, Comrade Satyanarayan Singh, former CPI Secretary of Bihar, Comrade Ganesh Shankar Vidwati, veteran leader and former Secretary of Bihar State Committee of CPIM, Comrade Maithil Sivaraman, noted writer and leader of Idua and CPIM, Comrade Kumar Sindalkar, leader of the Magwa movement in Maharashtra, who had subsequently joined CPIM, Comrade Valdemar Kerkar, noted leader of the insurance employees movement and the Lal Nishan party, Comrade Santosh Rana, the Debra Gopi Vallabhpur struggle during the Naxalbari days, who won the first victory of the CPIML stream in the parliamentary arena in the historic 1977 election in West Bengal, which had ended the infamous Siddhartha Shankar Rai. Comrade Bhaskar Nandi, Marxist scholar and close comrade of Santosh Rana in the PCC CPIML stream, Comrade Sharmila Chaudhary and Shivram, leaders of the CPIML, Comrade Gananath Patra of Orissa and Comrade Gautam Shen, Marxist whose revolutionary journey had also begun from Durgapur, Ari College, along with Comrades Vinod Misra, B.B. Pandey, D.P. Bakshi, and other comrades. We have lost several members of party state committees in the last 5 years. The passing of Comrade Biman Biswas, a pillar of the revolutionary peasant movement in Nadia district of West Bengal, and Comrade Subimal Sengupta, a popular mass leader from the same district, has been a big loss for the West Bengal State Committee. The death of Comrade Lebachand Tudu, veteran leader of the CPIML from Debra Gopi Vallabhpur belt in Jharkhand, who had joined our party in November 2021 and was elected to the state committee at the West Bengal State Conference held in May 2022, marked yet another blow to the West Bengal committee. Comrades Satyavadi Behra, Secretary of Puri District Committee and long-standing member of Orissa State Committee, and Ayala passed away shortly after the Mansa Congress. Comrade Nilanjan Bhattacharya, popularly known as Nilu, member of the Orissa State Committee, who worked as a hard-working party organizer in Kalahan district, died prematurely at the age of 47 in October 2020. With the passing of Comrade Saroja, Puducherry Committee lost a veteran leader. Delhi State Committee of the party suffered a major loss with the demise of veteran Comrade Mathura Paswan and young lawyer Comrade Narendra Kumar. The 11th Congress calls upon all comrades to work hard to fulfill their dreams. Several generations of comrades have contributed to the expansion and consolidation of CPIML as a rallying center for revolutionary communists across India. Comrades from other communist organizations and streams have also been joining and contributing to the strengthening of the party. We pay respectful homage to party veterans whom we have lost in recent past and bid tearful farewell to comrades who have died prematurely. In Mansa, Punjab, where we had assembled for our 10th Congress, we recently lost non-Vegetarian veteran comrade Kripal Singh B, who was perhaps one of the last participants of the historic Pepsu Muzara struggle of 1942 to 51, when more than 18 lakh acres were confiscated from rich landlords and royal families and distributed among the sharecroppers. In the same district, we also lost Comrade Amrit Singh Samao at a very young age. In Bihar, 6th-term CPIML MLA from Vibhutipur in Samastipur district, Comrade Ramdev Verma had joined our party on 18 December 2020, and we are hoping that he would be around to guide our team of young legislators. Unfortunately, late last year, we lost him to cancer. Comrade Lakshmi Paswan, one of the early architects of the party in Darbhanga, too left us after a period of brief illness. Comrade Arun Sen Gupta of Durgapur, former Central Committee member who was known in Bihar as Dinaji and served as secretary of the party's Bhojpur district committee for a long period in the 1980s, succumbed to cancer. We also found a member, Comrade Yugal Kishore Sharma of Gaya, Comrade Suhail Akhtar of Arawal, Comrade Rakesh Divakar, the young people's artist from Bhojpur, who died in a road accident, theatre artist Ajitav, who was associated with Uvaliti, Comrade Arun Singh, Mukhya of Barak Panchayat in Bhojpur, who was killed by criminals, Comrade Meena Devi of Bhojpur, Comrade Karu Bin of Nalanda, Comrade Shadhu Sarandash of Sitamari, Comrade Sakal of Muzaffarpur, Comrade Ramdhani Bacha of West Champaran, Comrade Bashir Ahmed of Ranchi, who had assumed joint cartels to express his empathy for the common people during the COVID-19 pandemic, Comrades Mujamal Haq and Opu Chaturvedi, long-standing members of the District Committee, Comrade Vijan Sarkar of Jalpaiguri, Comrade Chandan Sarkar of Alipurduar, Comrade Vishwanath Soren of Hooghly, Comrade Tarun Prakash Kundu and Malay Dubey of Bankura, Comrade Shantanu Bakshi of Bardhaman, Comrade Prabir Bal, revolutionary mass singer from Kolkata, journalist Comrade Ashok Turu Chakraborty, Comrade Horen Bhattakur, former member of Central Control Commission and a renowned writer of children's literature in Assamese, Comrade Anju Barkatoki, former member of Assam State Committee, leader of IPOA and former chairperson of State Women's Commission in Assam, Comrade Laxman Wadia, popular leader of the World community in Valsad district of Gujarat, Comrade Alauddin Shastri, veteran communist leader of Pilibhit, Uttar Pradesh, and Comrade Kulsum Begum, President of IPOA District Unit, Pilbit, Comrade Akhilanand Pandey of Mao, Comrade Bhuri Singh Maurya of Mathura, Comrade Hardev Ram of Gazipur, and M. Dhana Babu of Kakinada. The working class front of the party has had to withstand a string of losses in the last 5 years. Comrade Ram Kishan, a towering and dynamic leader of central government health employees, Comrade Harish Singh, veteran leader of textile workers movement in Kanpur and president of UP unit of AICCTU, Comrade Anant Ram Vajpayee of Kanpur, Comrade Bhayalal Besra, veteran leader of Daribagh Ramgarh region of Jharkhand, Comrade Fakre Alam, leader of the state government employees in Bihar, Comrade Chandrashekar Prasad Rai, leader of state government employees in Jharkhand, Comrade Chandrasekhar Singh, health workers leader in Pakur district of Jharkhand, Comrade Lakshman Bhai Patwa, based lawyer and trade unionist, Comrades Om Prakash Sharma and Rajpal, leaders of the DTC workers in Delhi, Comrade Lalu, tea garden leader in Darjeeling, Comrade Dilip Dashgupta, leader of public sector workers in Namrup, Assam, Comrade Mahendran of Trichy, Comrade Lakshman Bedia of Ramgarh, Comrade Lalit Mohan, leader of railway employees in Patna, Comrade Arup Chatterjee, leader of ordnance employees in Kolkata, Comrade Robi Mukherjee, leader of insurance employees in Kolkata, Comrade Rupal, Asha organizer in Howrah, and many other activists who have passed the 13th Congress. The 11th Congress pays revolutionary tribute to these leaders of working class movement and calls upon the entire party to strengthen the organization and political assertion of the working class by all means. We also pay our respect to Comrade Kamla Bhashin, a stellar feminist activist of India. In the last 5 years, we have also lost several of our progressive friends and comrades from the days of Indian People's Front. We pay our heartfelt homage to the memories of Comrade Trideep Ghosh and Comrade Ramji Singh of Jharkhand, Comrade Sholil Vishash and Comrade Shomit Dashgupta of West Bengal, Comrade Ambarish Rai of Uttar Pradesh, and Comrade Samset Singh Bist in Uttarakhand. This house pays tributes to Kundapalli Koteshwarama, freedom fighter, communist activist, feminist, writer, and poet, who passed away in September 2018 after having completed 100 years of her life, the centenarian veteran of the Salbari Surge. Comrade Mujibur Rahman, Comrade Nimai Ghosh, who was associated with the abolition of Visavrati, the Bengali organ of CPIML from its inception, and Comrade Ramachandra Shastri of Uttar Pradesh, who fought relentlessly for the release of revolutionaries in UP jails. This is great anger over the custodial martyrs of tireless veteran activists for human rights and for the rights of Adivashi communities, Father Stan Swami, and of 35-year-old Adivashi activist Pandu Narote, through torture and medical death. Yes, Gay Lombards, Marxist feminist, an anti-caste thinker, and a veteran researcher, writer, and Buddha, Mahatma Phule, Dr. Ambedkar, and Marx. We remember Swami Adnivesh, a lifelong crusader against social slavery and bigotry, and friend of all people's movements, Sundar Lal Bahuguna, environmental activist and Chipko movement leader, who drew India's attention to the urgent challenge of environmental preservation since the 1970s. Abdul Jabbar, activist working for justice for the Bhopal gas victims, who fought relentlessly to hold corporate and government power accountable for the Bhopal gas leak disaster. Professor R.M. Gash, who had dedicated himself to people's struggles for egalitarian society and succumbed to COVID-19, and H.S. Doreswamy, a veteran freedom fighter who remained committed to the cause of the Constitution and fight for justice for all. We also pay homage to Danish Siddiqui, the Pulitzer Prize-winning photojournalist with Reuters, who was killed by the Taliban while covering the atrocities meted out by Taliban and the ongoing war in Afghanistan. We have lost several great cultural personalities whose works have left an indelible impression on this world. This house remembers Girish Nath, playwright, actor, director, public intellectual, and anti-communal campaigner who passed away in Bengaluru in June 2019, Shankar Ghosh, duel of modern Bengali poetry, and Shomitra Chatterjee, the great Bengali theatre artist and film actor, both of whom succumbed to the COVID-19 pandemic. Sagar Sarhadi, writer-director, and Rahat Indori, the great Urdu poet, whose belief in India's composite culture and secular democratic direction will continue to resonate in the face of communal fascist aggression. Sarah Abu Bakr, veteran feminist writer in Kannada, who brought Muslim women to the fore, passed away in 2023. And Siddha Lingaya, a revolutionary poet who founded the Dalit Bandaya movement in Kannada literature, passed away in June 2021. Ramanika Gupta, Hindi poet and writer, former left MLA from Bihar and feminist activist, was a tireless and lifelong fighter for the rights of Dalits and Adivashis. We remember the poet, essayist, and translator Alok Ranjan Dasgupta, poet Mangalas Dabral, Hindi poet, editor, translator, literary and film critic Vishnu Khare, Dalit feminist poet, writer, and activist Rajni Tilak, a literary critic and writer and former president of Jan Sanskrit Manch, Professor Manager Pandey. We also bid farewell to one of the veteran member of Pilibhit District Committee, Comrade Vijay Prakash Shukla, who passed away on 9 December 2022. We bid adieu to Pandit Jasraj, one of the greatest exponents of Hindustani classical music, and Usha Ganguly, veteran theatre personality. They will continue to inspire us in fighting hate, bigotry, and fascist terror. This house pays tributes to Kuldeep Nayak, veteran journalist, courageous fighter for democracy and civil liberties, Trepan Chauhan, activist writer, Kumar Dhananjay, senior journalist who from his early days in JNU had been an activist of ISA, Elena Sen, feminist scholar, activist, teacher and writer, Marxist scholar, Paresh Chakrapadhyay, noted Marxist thinker, Azad Ahmed, eminent historian, Hari Vasudevan, Dr. Shyam Bihai, director of Granth Shilpa, the Hindi publication world for social sciences publications, Dr. Shaival Gupta, social scientist and founder of the Patna-based Asian Development Research Institute, Manesh Bihari Verma, renowned scientist and social activist, Professor D.N. Jha, renowned historian who led the resistance against BJP saffronization and distortion of history and stood for accurate and evidence-based writing of history. Professor Deji Narayan, a bold and brave voice in favor of women's rights and a scholar of history. Dr. Aparna Mahant, former professor at Bangalore University and a progressive writer in Assamese, was the founder editor of IPOA magazine in Assamese, Aide Junaki Baat, and Kamal Lohani, noted Bangladeshi leftist, cultural activist, and journalist who also succumbed to COVID-19. This house pays its respects to veteran farmers movement leader and founder of Bharatiya Kisan Union, Ghulam Muhammad Chawla, who stood firm as a pillar of Hindu-Muslim unity during the Muzaffarpur communal violence orchestrated by the Sun Brigade in 2013, and played a leading role in overcoming the BJP's politics of communal polarization and regional Hindu-Muslim unity amongst the farming community across Western UP, Dr. Ashok Mitro, an economist and committed Marxist, the chief economic advisor at the center, the finance minister in the early phase of the left front government in West Bengal, and after parting ways with the CPIM and the left front government, remained steadfast as a Marxist critic, and Raghumani Ram Shastri, the president of Shoshit Samaj Dal, who passed away in April 2021. We must remember those who upheld constitutional values, even at the helm of our affairs, Justice P.V. Sawan, a retired Supreme Court judge. Sorry. And Raghumani Ram Shastri, president of Shoshit Samaj Dal, who passed away in April 2021. We must remember those who upheld constitutional values, even at the helm of our affairs, Justice P.V. Sawan, a retired Supreme Court judge who was hailed as Shatrashora Judge, and Justice Rajendra Sachar, former Chief Justice of Delhi High Court and leading social activist and campaigner for civil liberties. We also pay our homage to Shanti Bhushan, who always fought for judicial accountability and defended Constitution as senior advocate and then as the law minister in the Morarji Desai government. Our country has witnessed countless deaths due to the callousness and apathy of the government, where migrant workers died while being forced to walk or cycling vast distances back to their homes in different states during the lockdown. Common people died to lack of access to oxygen, medication, and hospital beds. And innumerable health workers, including doctors, nurses, Safai Karmacharis, and ASHA workers, worked tirelessly to serve the country during a time when our country was in the grip of the pandemic, lost their lives. We salute the hundreds of farmers who were martyred during the farmers' protest in Delhi and their relentless fight against the Modi government and the anti-farmer laws. We condemn the lynching of Lakhbir Singh, belonging to the Sikh Dalit community, at the Singhu border at the hands of Nihans. We also demand speedy justice to be delivered to those who were killed by Ashish Mistani, the son of BJP MP Ajay Mistani in Lakhimpur Kheri. We salute the resistance and the resilience displayed by these farmers who laid down their lives in fighting against the anti-farmer government. This house mourns the death of all those who were killed in the Delhi pogrom, which was orchestrated with the complicity of the state. We mourn the deaths of those who were killed in the genocidal violence in Tripura, as also the death of Manu Haq, who was shot dead by the Assam police and whose body was repeatedly desecrated by a government cameraman. We will continue to fight for justice for all those who have lost their lives to mob lynchings, encounter killings, communal and caste supremacist hate crimes, and sexual and gender violence. We condemn and mourn the deaths of lakhs of civilians in Jammu and Kashmir who are facing full-fledged onslaught of the Indian state post the abrogation of Article 370. We also condemn and mourn the deaths of hundreds of Ashis who have been killed in the name of encounter killings of Maoists and in aerial drone strikes against civilians in Chhattisgarh. We cannot forget the killings of anti-Starlight protesters in Thoothukudi who were shot by police even as they bravely protested against the environmental degradation caused by the Starlight factory. I think we should also add to this list the martyrs of the anti-CAA movement in Assam, Sam Stepford, Ishar Nayak, Dipanjal Dash, Vijendra Pandey, and Abdul Ali, respectively. Noted progressive writer, Gantlet Award winner Nilmani Fukan, Shivnath Varman, Anima Guha, and Dr. Prafulla Mahanto, and Homen Bargohain. We pay our tribute to Namveer Singh, renowned critic of Hindi literature. This house also mourns the thousands of daily wages who are dying by suicide at the rate of 115 workers a day, according to the NCRB data. Many people have lost their lives tragically due to the negligence, reckless attitude, and apathy of the governments and to corporate greed and corruption, including the hundreds of workers who were killed in fires on another Munka in Delhi, and those who died in the Morbi Bridge collapse in Gujarat. We demand accountability and justice for all those who lost their lives in these incidents. This house pays tribute to all departed leaders, literary figures, academics, political activists, martyrs of caste-based communal, state-perpetrated violence, economic deprivation, and to those who died in avoidable disasters due to environmental degradation. We also pay our homage to Comrade Jose Maria Cizo, Chairman of the Communist Party of the Philippines and the Chairperson Emeritus of International League of People's Struggle, who passed away in December 2022. We deep our flag in tribute to the iconic South African leader of the anti-apartheid resistance, Winnie Mandela, alias icon of French cinema, Jean-Luc Godard, and veteran Egyptian socialist feminist, Nawal Sadai, who spiritedly challenged patriarchy, fundamentalism, and capitalism, all of which she firmly regarded as part of one system. We remember Professor Samir Amin, an audacious critic of global capitalism and the contemporary world order. We salute the memory of Mahsa Amini, who was killed at the hands of the Iranian morality police. Many more who died during the rebellion sparked off across Iran after her death. We pay our respects to Shireen Abu Akleh, who was killed in May 2022 by Israeli occupation forces in Jenin refugee camp in the occupied West Bank, and also several thousands who have been martyred in the fight for the liberation of Israel-occupied Palestine. We also pay our respects to Bell Hooks, African-American author, feminist, and social activist who enriched the discourse of feminist history. We mourn all those across the world who have lost their lives in imperial wars and the mass displacement and famines they caused. The COVID pandemic, exacerbated by inequality, poverty, destructive health policies geared to corporate profits, and vaccine apathy. In earthquakes, floods, and other capitalism-induced climate and environmental disasters, in neoliberal, debt-driven economic crisis, and in the violence of military occupations, the policing of borders and corporate land grabs, we mourn all those who have lost their lives to racist, patriarchal attacks, and violence waged by private militias and terror gangs. We pay our respects to all who lost their lives to the COVID-19 pandemic across the world, the floods that ravaged Pakistan, as also the devastating earthquake that has left Turkey shattered and getting a toll of more than 25,000 people. We pay homage to all those who have lost, who have been engaging with infinite courage in struggles worldwide against fascism and for justice, democracy, equality, dignity, and revolutionary change. Intersecting struggles, popular movements, and alliances of workers, peasants, women, indigenous peoples, oppressed minorities, youth, LGBTQ people, and options. We resolve to strengthen our ties of solidarity and commonality between the struggles and those we are engaged in here in India. Let us rise and observe silence in memory of all those who gave up their lives for the cause of revolution, democracy, equality, peace, and anti-fascist resistance. अब हम 1 मिनट के मौन रखेंगे.
साथियों, हिंदी में शोक प्रस्ताव नहीं पढ़ा गया है क्योंकि सभी साथियों के बैग में ये शोक प्रस्ताव है, हिंदी अंग्रेजी दोनों में। और अब शहीद गीत पेश करने के लिए कॉमरेड बलिंद्र जी और उनकी टीम यहाँ आ रही है।
माइक मैन जल्दी आए, माइक मैन। इधर है। संतोष झा,
नवोदय से होता क्या ना, वो आ जाता है ना।
संतोष झा जगह। संतोष झा, संतोष झा।
Hello, testing. Hello, testing. Hello. Comrade. শহীদের রক্তে রাম পতাকা আমরা বয়ে নিয়ে চলেছি মৃত্যু ভয় জয় করে ঝঞ্ঝা ঝড় ভেদ করে বিপদ বাধা দূর করে এগিয়ে চলেছি বন্ধে এগিয়ে চলেছি বন্ধে আমরা শোষিত আমরা সব হারা আমরা শোষিত তাই তো তুলেছি হাতে মুক্তি পতাকা বন্ধে তাই তো তুলেছি হাতে মুক্তি পতাকা বন্ধে আমরা সর্বহারা আমরা শোষিত আমরা সর্বহারা আমরা শোষিত আমরা একদিন সর্বদা একতা করব একদিন একদিন विश्वकर्ता एकता हमने सारता एकता आएंगे दोनों दास समात्मा सबसे एकसाथे दुनिया जीवित समता एकसाथे जनता के समाज को लाने के समझी दुनिया की निकेता जनता की समझी समाज गुलामी की तोड़ के रहेंगे बंदी के समाज की मुक्ति बंदे चल रहे होंगे चल रहे होंगे इसलिए तो मुक्ति की साथ चल रहे होंगे राम
সঙ্গে তোমার কমরে তোমার আকলক পা কমরে তুমি ঝঞ্ঝা বিজয়ী মৃত্যু নাই আমার স্রোতস্বিনী রক্ত নদীর ধার কমরে দামি আকুলক আহিব যেতে আজুয়া কমরে তোমার আকলক পা কমরে তুমি আমার রক্ত নদীর ধার কমরে দামি আকলক আহিব যেতে আজোয়া আহিব যেতে আজোয়া ধুমুহার বাতাসে তুমি এদিন আহর করিছিলা পার ধুমুহার বাতাসে তুমি এদিন আহর করিছিলা পার শান্তিবিহীন পার যাত্রা শান্তিবিহীন ছিলাম আহার খবর রাজপথ পুরঞ্জি লিখা গ্রামামার স্বস্তি রক্ত নদীর কমরে দামি তুমি গুছি গোলা তুমি গুছি গোলা সেই কথা কাজে শুনিস হাজার করুণায় পদার্থী প্রাণ প্রবাহ এই পথনায় তুলি মতুলি এই পথনায় তুলি মতুলি তুমি নাই তোমার আকারে তোমার ভাকারে সৌদি কুকি সে রজন জনাই সংগ্রামামার স্রোতস্বিনী রক্ত নদীর ধার কমরে দামি আকলক আহিব যেতে আজোয়া আহিব যেতে আজোয়া আহিব যেতে আজোয়া আহিব যেতে আজোয়া আহিব যেতে আজোয়া
So, comrades, in the condolence resolution, we'll also add the saddest demise of Comrade Kirtis Goswami of the former General Secretary of. So now I would like to invite Comrade Kunalji, the Bihar State Secretary, and also the party's Politburo member, to give the welcome address.